Arsenal Football Club go marching on. Hit the like video if your team is top of the league. What a performance against Fulham today. Just the football at times was unbelievable. Incredible performance away from home in what I marked as like actually a really, really tricky game. You know, looking at our April fixtures, we've got some tough games. Basically, in the last 10 games, we have to go to Man City away, Liverpool away, Newcastle away. It's not going to be easy. So I looked at 6 games, going all the way from Leicester up to Leeds. And there were 6 winnable games. We had Leicester, Everton, Bournemouth, Fulham, then we've got Palace and Leeds. And I said, if we get 18 points, I mean, that would be amazing. But I'd even take, let's say, 15, for example, or 16. And that would be really, really good. And hopefully will increase our lead on Man City. But this game against Fulham was the one game where I looked at it and I thought to myself, there's the danger. I wouldn't be surprised if we come away with a 1-1 or a 2-2 draw or something. And we've absolutely gone to Craven Cottage and made it look easy. Today was just, for me, immaculate. And some of the players that obviously we'll talk about that just spearheaded that level of performance were unbelievable. And let's not forget, we've just played in the Europa League away from home in Portugal and had to come back. And that game wasn't exactly easy. It wasn't a walk in the park. And it wasn't just the good football that we played today. No Europa League hangover. And we played really, really good football, but worked so hard. It was like the first game of the season in the sense that, you know, we had bags of energy, but in fact better than that because it was so sharp as well. I'm just unbelievably impressed with the performance. And there was no tailing off, even when we went 3-0 up so brilliantly just in the first half. In the second half, there was no let up on that work rate. Yeah, we had chances. We could have scored more, should have scored more. Xhaka had a great chance. Gabriel Jesus had a great chance. But what a lovely sight to see Gabriel Jesus come back as well. Ødegaard had a brilliant chance. Look, we could have had as many as we wanted today. We could have gone and done a Liverpool and battered Fulham 7-0 today like Liverpool did with Man United. It was just a walk in the park. But this is what won't get noticed because we made it look so easy, is why it was so easy for us today, why we made it look so easy. And that was because of how well we worked, how hard we worked. The forward runs, both in and out of possession, were just brilliant. Sorry, the forward runs in possession, the backward runs out of possession. It was just absolutely insane. When we had the ball, there was always a man running ahead of the ball so we could get that ball graduating up the pitch really, really quickly on the counter-attack. It was absolutely brilliant. And if someone didn't get the ball, no complaints. It just didn't matter. If the ball went sideways or backwards on the few occasions that it did, no one complained. Such a good work ethic and understanding in this team right now. And then the recovery runs. My God, I love this. Absolutely love this. I would love to be able to work with the clips of the game and like come up with countless examples of how many times people were making defensive sprints. It was a joy to watch today because that's the hard thing to do. It's easy to sprint to join an attack because, you know, that's the fun part of football. That's when you'll get your assist or your goal. But, you know, just the defensive sprints to make sort of that subtle foul that you give away a free kick, but, you know, you break up the attack. You don't get any credit for that. That doesn't go down in your stats. If anything, it's a bad thing because you've given away a foul. Or if you just kind of intercept the ball, no one cares about the recoveries, the interception stats. It's, you know, not the sexy side of football, but we did that so well today. And Mikel Arteta, look, not obviously he's not even his technical area. He's out of his technical area, shouting, cajoling and all that. And clearly it has an impact on his players. But the players, they seem like they do it anyway. They really do seem like they do it anyway. And Arteta has really got his message across to this team. Congrats to Mikel Arteta on reaching 100 wins as Arsenal manager. I'll include that in my 5 at 5 tomorrow and go a bit deeper into that, so make sure you tune in for that. But let's talk about some of the players that impressed me today. First one I'm going to say is Thomas Partey. He ran that midfield single-handedly. And, you know, people talk about who's been the better CDM in the Premier League this year. It's out of Thomas Partey and Casemiro. Rodri's obviously always really, really good. But for me, it is Thomas Partey. Casemiro got sent off today. He misses another 4 games. That's after his first red card where he missed 3 games. You know, Thomas Partey has managed to balance being dominant in the middle of the park this season, playing brilliant football, good passing range, being completely press resistant without making stupid errors or getting stupid yellow or red cards. He has been, for me, such a great constant in the Arsenal team so far this season. And when he's out of the team, we miss him, even though Jorginho has done well when he's come in. But my God, Partey bossed it today. Some really silky moments, unbelievably dominant, real good physical presence, just so good on the ball. Can't speak highly enough about his performance today. And then Martin Ødegaard. Every single thing that we did, he was involved with. Gets the ball, unbelievable footwork, the amount of nutmegs today that he did, and not just for the sake of it, when he needed to pull them out of the bag, absolutely brilliant. And plays the ball, follows it, so he can always be an option again. He was just immaculate. Got his goal, should have got another, but the way he took his goal, so calm, so perfect. And now let's talk about the guy that laid on the goals. He was just, Trossard obviously was just absolutely phenomenal. And tomorrow I'm going to do a little bit of analysis on Mudryk versus Trossard in my 5 at 5. So we'll all enjoy that one, because who now is complaining that we didn't get our first choice target? I've long been a fan of Trossard. For me, the only time I ever doubted whether Arsenal should sign him is when he kind of soured his relationship with Brighton towards the end of his time there. And I thought, oh God, do we want that sort of character? But look, whatever you want to say about that, he has hit the ground running with Arsenal. A first half hat-trick of assists today. He was brilliant. Really, on the ball, on point. And I would have loved him to get a goal as well. You could tell in the second half he wanted to add a goal to that performance, and rightly got man of the match. The only complaint I have today, we scored from another corner, which is great. That's the third game in a row we scored from an attacking corner, but from a defensive corner, they had some joy, hit the bar from a header. We still need to be better in defensive corners, but that's all I can say today in terms of any room for improvement. We were just absolutely brilliant. And remember, Arsenal went on a 4-game spell without winning, right? We lost to Man City in the FA Cup, then we lost against Everton, then we drew against Brentford, we lost against Man City. Since then, in the league, we have been immaculate. We've beaten Villa, Leicester, Everton, Bournemouth, Fulham. 5 wins on the bounce in the league. What a response. I always knew Arsenal would have a blip this season. I just didn't expect the blip to just be that. We have been incredible, the way we've bounced back and responded, especially with Man City getting that late winner, the penalty in the 78th minute or whatever it was against Palace. Arsenal now had to show that they can respond, and we responded like it's just zero pressure on us. It's exciting times, man. Really exciting times. Let me know who your man of the match was. For me, it's got to be Trossard. And it's just, what a brilliant performance. Jesus back as well, yet another positive. The incredible football that we played was another positive. And yeah, man, I'm buzzing. And I hope you are too. And I'll see you tomorrow for my 5 at 5.